Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk to you about, how you get rid of your day's frustrations. So this evening, a friend of mine pounded flowers. We took pretty little flower heads and put them between parchment paper on some lovely cardstock and just pounded the shit out of them. And we were left with sometimes some very beautiful designs. Other times, not so much. We're starting to learn which flowers work best. But it got me thinking about, how do you get rid of the frustrations of the day? So you don't go to bed with them. You don't ruminate on them. They don't sit in your psyche and fester. And then you wake up the next morning with those same sort of frustrations still in your mind, and maybe even ingrained more so into, your daily thoughts. So, some people, there's all kinds of different techniques, right? Some people meditate. Some people, have a drink. Some people, just veg out totally and just get everything off their mind. People do deep breathing exercises. Some people just listen to music. There's all kinds of different techniques that'll sort of help you unwind at the end of the day. And it's hard to be super stressed about something when you are feeling relaxed. So, when you are sort of all uptight about something, or something is like under your skin, right? Somebody said something or did something, or I just realized I've said right about 1,000 times. Somebody says something or does something that irritates you during the day, and it just sort of sits there and you keep thinking about it over and over again. Even just these little things can sort of derail you, can take over your mood. And, there are ways that we can help mitigate that by, thinking about things that bring us joy, thinking about things that make us happy, thinking about things that change our mood, like going for a walk, for example, or just sitting in a park somewhere and watching children play, or going to sit in nature somewhere, like not necessarily go for a walk through the woods, but walk to a certain spot in the woods. That maybe there's a little pond, like by the woods by our place has this beautiful little botanical pond, and I can just sit there and just listen to the quiet, really, and not have to focus on anything else, not to focus on anything that's gone on in my day, just sort of empty my mind. And it's a beautiful practice. I find for myself, like gardening does that for me, even weeding. It's like I'm getting something accomplished, and yet there's absolutely no pressure whatsoever. And so that just helps. It helps me rebalance. It helps me remember, what's really important in my life. And it also helps me when I find that balance, because oftentimes what happens when somebody says something that gets under your skin, it could be that the person's maybe just nasty, but generally speaking, it's because of a mood that you've already brought to the table. So I always look at my own part in that. And, if I'm grumpy for whatever reason, and hopefully it's not because I got out of the wrong side of the bed, because I only ever get out of one side of the bed. But if I'm ever grumpy for some reason and somebody says something and I take it maybe the wrong way, or I take it to heart and they were just making a joke or whatever, then I think about, how my mood affected that outcome, how I felt because of the mood that I was in rather than what they actually said. So, all of these things sort of play a part in your day. And so before you go to bed, the best thing is just to go to bed with an empty slate. Go to bed maybe planning the, wonderful fun things you're going to be doing tomorrow. Even if you're having to work all day, there are parts of your day that are going to be fun, right? There are parts of your day when you're going to interact with somebody and it's going to be, lighthearted or funny, or, maybe there's something you're going to be doing tomorrow that's just going to really, heighten your day, some experience. So clear the slate of what happened today. It's in the past. Stay present in the moment, go to sleep, and then just live into tomorrow and all the possibilities that are in front of you. That's my musing for the day. Have a great one, everyone.